make it happen. And they have anybody ever go to the career placement department? Right? Remember that? They sell you on that career placement. So I went through 4 years. I was beat up. You got to picture a little guy like me. I was dead after 4 years. I crawled into that room and I signed up for all the big company career placements because I was going to get a job. Because nobody was more entitled than me to go in there and tell a story about working. So I walked in there and here's how the story goes. First company, big company, won't mention their names so I won't incriminate the innocent. And there we stood and I gave the interview of my life just like you heard me because I believe. Because I believe in me because I learned that nobody else believed as much as me. And I could tell you 50 stories that take place still in my life when I ask people to do things for me and they just don't do them because they don't believe. Well, I went in and I gave the interview of my life and I told them I'll work however long or hard it takes to get the job done. And I stood up at the end of the interview just like they tell you to do. And what did I do? I asked for the what? The job. I stood up and I said, I'll work for however long it takes to get the job done. You may find people that are more experienced than me, but I'll pass them in a shorter period of time. I believe I can rise up through this country and be a leader, and that's what I think you're looking for in this company. I stood up, put out my hand, and he put his hand out and we shook it. He rose up off his chair, and as you know, when people got that fire in your eye, they're looking right at you. You know you got them. It's like you're in love. It's like the first time you're trying to kiss the woman that you really want, you know? So he's looking back at me, and I'm looking back at him, and I'm thinking, I got the job. He rose up off the chair, and he said, Mr. D'Arcangelo, that's absolutely positively the finest interview I've ever had the privilege of participating in. And as a matter of fact, if we had a job, I'd offer it to you. Of which I said, you ain't got no jobs? He said, no, we ain't got no jobs. I said, what are you doing here? He said, well, we do this every year. I said, well, you guys ought to save a little money and stay home. Again, I tell the story because it dramatizes a point that nobody cares more about you than you.